Welcome back. In this lecture, we shall learn about analytics functions. So the first one is entile. So what entile does? So entile converts a continuous numeric data into categorical data or discrete data. So suppose we have salaries of a class, of a department, whatever, and we want to distribute it into four classes or four categories, like people with salary less than 25th percentile, and then between 25th to 50, 50 to 75, and 75 to 100. So it basically create buckets. So we shall try to learn this concept using an example as usual. So let's get back to PG admin. So what we are going to do is to divide the invoice sales. So first, let's see what is there in the sales table. Okay, in the sales table we have invoice ID, sales agent, and the date on which sales has been made, and the sales value. So we want to bucket this column into four quartiles, and we have to find the min, max, and average sales value in each bucket. So what we'll do, let's create a entire function and say that four partitions, sales, bucket. Okay. And what we are going to do, we will use it to find. So bucket we have, so each sales is in a certain bucket, we can see. There are some big sales, some small sales, it's like in increasing order. Next, select. And we have to find min, max, average sales value in each bucket. So we'll have to group the data by sales bucket. Sales, average sales by bucket. So what we'll do, we'll group by bucket. Okay, so first we have ordered the sales data and created a bucket, and then in each bucket we are finding a minimum, maximum, and average sales value. So we'll get that for first bucket, second bucket, third bucket. So in the first bucket, mean value is this, max value is this, average value is this, and so on and so forth. Okay. So we can see this is like 25th percentile. This 25th percentile and 50th percentile, 75th percentile, and 100 percentile. I hope it makes sense, right? Now we shall learn other analytic functions. So get the sales lead, lag, first value and last value of sales ordered by date for sales agent Tom Sawyer. Okay, so what are lead, lag, first value, last value? We shall learn. Sales agent is not asked in the question. We just want for Tom Sawyer. I'm not sure if I am pronouncing it right. Tom Sawyer sales. Okay, so it is date wise stored in the table, and that is how we are getting. Okay, now the interesting part that I'm going to show. So this is sales. Now, what lead does? Lead sales. Lead over. We will order by date as lead sales. So what it will do? Just see. Lead sales over. Oh my God. It jumped by one date. Okay. So this is like on a certain date. It was means ordered by invoice date. This is the sales value for each invoice, and this is your lead sales. And by lead, it gets the next sales value in the first row. That is lead. And what is lag? And we are ordering it by date. This is what lead does, and then what lag does. So it pushes the data by one row. It is reverse of lead. It's just the name is very intuitive. What lag and lead means? So for the lead, there will be null value in the last row because it is pulling the preceding days, succeeding days data to the current day. Okay, and then what else? First value. We have to get the first value. Sales. Okay, so this is the first sales value and it is repeating across the column. Now what if we want last sales value? So last value, let us make it rows between unbounded preceding and unbounded following and last sales value. Okay, so it is means across means we have defined the range from the first row from the starting to end. So that's why across this range, what is the last value? That is what we are getting. So we can check. So what is the last sales value? 593 5938.68. So this is what we are getting in this column. If we make it and current row, so it will just pull the current value. Do I make sense? If we do it current row, then what will do? It is just the current value, current sales value. So it doesn't make sense. Okay. One more thing. So we can also add offset. So offset is by default 1. So by default 1 means if the current sales is 5466.81 and the next day's sale is 5160, so offset is 1. It is picking next day's sales. If we define offset as 2, it will pick the sales of day after tomorrow. Okay, it is picking the third value, day after tomorrow. Similarly, if we lag it by 3, so first two values should be null, I believe. First three value will be null. Okay, so it is picking this value on day 4, day 1's value on day 4. Okay, so this is the role of offset. Offset by default is 1. Okay, that's it. My goal was to introduce you to these analytics function that might be useful in certain scenario. Okay, and there is no practice question in this lecture, so just go through it once. Okay, so we will meet in the next lecture. Till then, happy learning.